guy, it's your host and Visible DFS. Let's talk Draftkings fantasy football for week 11. First look. Alright guys, so I'm changing things a little bit. So basically I'm gonna do Draftkings and DK separately. Week 11. Yep, let's go. Let's get started. Like I said, I'm changing things. So the way I'm doing it now, I'm going to give you guys my first look while I go over my 5 players, all right, at each position. I'm going to give you 5 players, and one of those players is going to be in my first look. And the same goes for running back. 2 going to be in the receivers, and 1 going to go in the tight end. And I'm going to give you guys defense, possibly not. But I'm going to try to give you guys almost an entire lineup for the first look. Okay, so when I'm looking at the quarterback positions, the most expensive quarterback is 7.3K, Lamar Jackson. Usually this guy is on the 8K or higher, but you got him at 7K against Tennessee. That's a game that could shoot out a little bit. Even if he does not, I like Lamar Jackson here going against Tennessee. As you see, his last game went over 22 fantasy points, but the weather was so bad. But this week, even if it is, or as of right now, it doesn't look like it will be, but I like Jackson regardless how the way they're going to be, because he's going to be using his leg and possibly going to have his best game in the past 3 weeks, so I like Jackson. The second guy I like here is Herbert, okay, 6.8K going against the New York Jets. New York Jets, we all know how bad they have been, and the defense is not that bad actually. But I don't see them stop Herbert. Then again, they can, like I said, defense is not bad, but Herbert is a guy that's been actually really, really good. And in a slate like this slate, Herbert definitely going to make it in my top 5. And the next quarterback is Ben. Ben against Jacksonville. It looks like lately, especially in the last 2 games, all they've been doing is basically throwing the ball. They haven't been running it as much. Even when we were expecting the matchup to be a good matchup for the running back, but that wasn't the case. Ben, the last 2 weeks has been really good, and I don't see that stop this week. Then again, they can decide to just go heavy running in this game. But regardless, Ben, when I'm looking for 5 quarterbacks in this slate, Ben will be one of them. And my 4th one is Cam. Cam going against New England. All right. Cam going against Houston. We all know how bad Houston is. And Cam won 2 games. And that's 2 games, especially the last game. They were underdog. And he came too. And he has some receiver that's stepping up. So that's good to see that. So definitely Cam at 6.2K against Houston is a quarterback I'm looking to play. And the last quarterback in my top 5 is Winston. Okay, Winston gonna get a start against ATL this week, 5.9. Last week he didn't do much basically. They were running the ball, and he didn't really throw it. And how he used to be in when he was playing for Tampa. But it looks like it's not going to be the same. They're going to try to be very conservative. But against ATL, he might need to, because ATL can score. Even as bad as ATL has been, they can actually score. And I don't see, with all those weapons that Cam has, he should be able to do his thing there. Those are the top 5 quarterbacks I'm looking to play. Yes, there are other quarterbacks that I like, but those are the top 5. So my cheap list will come out tomorrow. So in the cheap list, you might get to see 2 other quarterbacks. So out of the 5, when I'm looking at this list, the quarterback I'm going to go for here is Lamar Jackson. Okay? I'm going to go for Lamar Jackson, and for good reason. Tennessee, and it's been a while since I see 25, 30 fantasy points, and I can see him go crazy there. Yes, it will be a popular play because of the price and the matchup, but I like him regardless. All right, for running back, you have McCarthy, CMC. The problem is we don't know if he is playing yet. But if he is playing, he will be a very popular play, even at 9.4K for good reason. He is playing Detroit. Those two teams are just bad against each other. I mean, when those two teams are bad, I mean, like, they cannot stop the run for whatever reason. They just can't. So CMC will definitely be one of the top 5 running back I'm looking to play. Dalvin Cook is another one. Against Dallas, Dalvin Cook is another one. This guy's been great. Even against the Bears, he went over, well, he didn't go over 100, but had like 96 yards. I wish he had that 100 so I could get the bonus. I didn't get that. That's a good thing he was on the Monday night slate, which was a 1-game slate. But I like him against Dallas. I can see him run wild there. It's crazy. I know those guys are very expensive. Kamara is another one. So if Winston gonna fail, and even if Winston doesn't fail, Kamara could still have a great game against ATL. So as expensive as those guys are, I don't see how all those 3 guys gonna fail. One of them most likely gonna end up being in the winning lineup. So and I like all 3 of them. Of course, I'm not gonna play any of them together. Most likely I won't, because if you do, then they take most of your salary by just play one of them. So so my plan is to play one of them, and I'm not gonna say pick CMC over the other ones, because CMC is coming from an injury, and before that he was out for like 5 weeks. So but definitely like all 3 of those guys, and Kamara, they might have to lean on him more because of the fact that Drew Brees is out. But I honestly doesn't see it. I know most people will see Drew Brees as an upgrade, but Drew Brees wasn't that good at all, except for that week when he played against Tampa. Winston, I still believe, can be actually great quarterback in the NFL, so hopefully he can learn behind Drew Brees, and that could start on Sunday. But regardless, like I said, I like Kamara here. And as far as the other 2 running back to make that list, I like Elliott here. Okay, Elliott, 6.5K against Minnesota. I don't mind going there. I know Elliott has been bad, but now getting at least his backup, which is the starter quarterback now. For that reason, I like him. So Elliott at 6.5K against Minnesota, I will definitely take a chance there. And my last guy is the Detroit, 6.4K against Carolina. Swift is now the starting running back, so I'm definitely going there, even though his price went up. But it looks like the guy gonna be carrying the ball. He's gonna be a part of the passing game. So for that reason, I like him. So those are the 5 guys I'm looking to play. So I'm gonna go with Elliott here. Okay, out of all those 5 guys, he's probably gonna be the less popular player here, but I still think he's gonna get the ball 20 plus times against Minnesota. That's a game that could actually be a close game. I can see that happen. For that reason, I like Elliott here. I'm hoping that it will be less than 10% on. If that's the case, I will definitely like him. So Elliott will be the running back I go to. Now I did say that I'm gonna give you guys a lineup. So the second running back I'm gonna go here is the next guy right behind him I just gave you guys, and that's Swift. Okay, Swift will be the next running back. So I have you Elliott and Swift and Jackson so far. And for receivers, my 5 receivers. So out of the 5, my 5 receivers, the top guy I'm looking at McLaurin here. Okay, McLaurin, this guy, man, it doesn't matter who's the quarterback. This guy gonna see the ball, and this guy's been good all year. I don't see any reason for that to stop. So McLaurin at 6.9K against Cincinnati, definitely like him. And give me some McLaurin. So that's one of the first guy when I'm looking at look. And then I cannot say no to Allen. Okay, Allen at 7.4K against New York Jets. There's no way I can see anybody stop him here. So give me some Allen. Last week was one of those weeks where he didn't get a lot of target. He still got 7, only had catch 3 of them. But I possibly see that targets went up this week, and which also means his fantasy points gonna go up. The third guy, I'm gonna go back to Thomas here. I know he had a bad week. That could be part of the reason because of Drew Brees went out, and when Stan came to the game, he didn't really do much. But with now he's gonna get a chance to practice with those guys. Definitely see Thomas bounce here against ATL. So that's the third guy. The last two I'm gonna give you guys are Deontay Johnson. I'm a big fan of Deontay Johnson. 5.9K against Jacksonville. A big fan, and that's not gonna stop. I love a lot of players here, but I have to stick with 5. So Deontay Johnson is the next one. To me, he is the best. I know Claypool has been really good, but I'm still going with Deontay Johnson as the best player for the Steelers when it's come for the receivers. And my last guy will be CD Lamb. All right, CD Lamb 5K. The reason I like CD Lamb, I went back to week 6 and checked when CD Lambs had. Let's go to Dallas real quick. Dallas against Minnesota. Not only it's a good matchup, but I like. It looks like Andy Dalton is coming back. I'm not sure if they're gonna start him. So I like CD Lamb if Andy Dalton gonna start, because the week they start to go there, CD Lamb did really great. Had a lot of catches coming his way. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen, but I like CD Lamb this week at 5K against Minnesota. As you see, week 6, even though they lost by like 28 points, but he still had 11 targets. So I like that. So hopefully that will be the case here. So CD Lamb is the guy I'm looking for to play. So the quarterback I'm going to put with him is, I'm going to go with CD Lamb here. And I'm going to go wide receiver. Let's go back to the whole list and go with McLaurin here. And those are the two guys I'm going to give you so far. So let's go to the tight end positions. For tight end, I like Mark Andrews against Tennessee, 4.9K. So the price to me is good price. So for that reason, I like him. The next guy I'm going to go here with is Henry. Henry had his decent game against the Jets. I can see him get over 10 fantasy points again. The good thing about those tight ends, man, they haven't been scoring. And the guys that score a lot are not even in the slate. So that could be a good reason you might want to go cheap. But I still feel like Andrews is one of the best. If I'm going to pick 5 tight ends, he should be one of the best. And Henry is one. And the next one, I'm going to go here with Goddard. All right, against Cleveland. One of the worst teams against tight end at 3.8K. Why not? And after that, really, I don't really want to go with anybody else. But since I said I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to go here with Ebron here. Ebron against Jacksonville at 8.9K. And then the last one is Hawkinson. I want to go with Kizeski because, I think I would go with Hawkinson here against Carolina. This game could be one of those games. Could be you can actually stack this game, one of those cheap stack. All right, so Hawkinson is the guy I'm gonna go here. But the one I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go ahead and pair Jackson with Andrews here. I'm gonna pair Jackson with Andrews here to give you guys a correlation here. So I have Lamar Jackson, Elliott, Swift, CD Lamb, T. McLaurin, and Andrews. Okay, so that's my first look, guys. So I give you guys two running back, 2 receivers, and a tight end. So as far as defense, to me, I feel like you can go all the way in the bottom with the Jets if you want to. I wouldn't mind taking the Jets here. If you get the Jets here, you have 5.5K left. And then here you can basically find you some good receivers in the flex. And when you're looking at receivers, when I talk about my cheap plays, you will see some other receivers that you can use to complete this lineup. So I from now on, I'm going to do it this way. I think it's a little bit better this way. So Lamar Jackson, Elliott, Swift, CeeDee Lamb, T. McLaurin, and Jules. And I just plug in the Jets here. I don't have to, based on what you choose. So I will go back to this lineup tomorrow when I'm going over my cheap plays. So I can go ahead and put a cheap receiver here and a flex. All right. So that's basically my first look for right now. Good luck. I appreciate you guys. And if you guys plays FD, look forward for the FD first look lineup. Okay, I'm out. Appreciate you guys.